and it's a beautiful, awesome, and amazing day. Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Rob Kiltz. Another spectacular, awesome, amazing day in God's paradise. We are live at 5 a.m. Eastern Time, USA, wherever we're at, wherever we're living. It's a beautiful, awesome, amazing day. To my Instagram, CNY Fertility, Dr. Kiltz. Good morning, Lone Patriot 4. Thank you for being here. We are all rock stars in the universe. We are the goddesses and the gods of our lives. The lions are within, and simply say, thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. Shayar, Barber, Narcissus Coach, Good of Budapest, SJ from the UK. How do I deal with low energy on carnivore? Take a nap. I have amazing energy. Take a nap. I take a nap, I reset the synapse, and I get moving again. Or simply start a walk. It'll build the energy, the blood flow. It warms up the muscles. But again, I have great energy. But from time to time, I take a nap. Even in the middle of the day, I'm exhausted. Take a nap, 5 minutes, bingo. And my 5 minutes is always a prayer, meditation, visualization, and positivity. That's the most important part of the universe, right, Amy? Amy Perrin, Jonathan Fay, Lisa J, Maureen Natsali, Cheryl Morgan, Michael Brugler. Good morning, Amy. I was watching Craig Emmerich on insulin and its function, and I just don't think it's right. I think most of us have it wrong because we make this complicated science, and the universe is simple. Sugars and amino acids are part of the building blocks of every cell, every protein, and sugars and amino acids in the liver via insulin converted to fat. That's the energy of the body. It's really so simple. If you don't have a functional liver, you're skinny, emaciated. If you don't have insulin, you're skinny, emaciated. And when you have it, it's amazing. Champagne Wallace, good morning. T. Norton, good morning. That one. But it gone to, I know it's Occam's razor. All the scientists, all the papers, I think they're wrong. Remember, the scientists that write all these papers are paid in order to dig deep in the possibility of what they believe. But ultimately, it's got to be simple. And when I figured out that glucose is a glycosylating agent, along with mannose and acetylglucosamine. So there are like 9 sugars in the human body that are critical for post-translational modification of proteins. And that's it. Look up post-translational modification. Cordelia, good morning. Sonia, Walker reactions, commentary, and other. Good morning to Kiltz and the tribe. Suzanne, good morning and blessings to everyone. Michael Keene, Rockstar, my brothers and sisters. We are all related brothers and sisters around the globe. We go a little crazy in this world for sure, right? Ottawa, Canada. I had dinner with my good friend Fayez and Mikkel and Corley. And my good friend Joe McCaffrey came by at the Mirbeau last night. It was really great. Ashfran, Pregnancy Safe Cosmetics, good morning. Douglas, USA, UK, fasting for 82 hours. I'm trying to go for 10 days. I'm carnivore. It's easy. If you haven't read Fat of the Land by Stefan Sun, great book. Basically, we're built to get fat. And you better get fat fast for the famines of winter that existed for the first 3.5 million years, because you did not have a storage bin for your food until we became civilized and they started feeding you grass and grains and captured you and make you basically a slave, soldier, peasant, and prisoner. That's it. Prenatals, molecular fertility, Emelus. Molecular fertility and Kiltz Health. If you go to Kiltz Health, our molecular fertility supplements, our organ meat supplements. But again, if you eat the fatty meat, organ meats, I think you'll be healthier than you know. You have to eliminate any significance or frequency of the plants. They're deadly. They're all these goitrogens. If you just look up goitrogens, I find this very, very interesting. That all these plants damage our thyroid gland. All these plants damage our thyroid gland. Take a screenshot of this, right? And if you simply just Google goitrogen foods, broccoli, arugula, Brussels sprouts, mustard greens, okra, figs, grapes, peaches, pears, plums, strawberries, almonds, cashews, peanuts, pine nuts, walnuts, flaxseed, hemp seed, pumpkin seeds, garbanzo beans, soybeans. I saw my friend Nikki at Mirbeau last night. Hadn't seen her in a long time. And they're eating a plant-based diet. And I'm like, you got to go carnivore. If you want to really be the healthiest you could ever be, your arthritis, psoriasis, migraines, kidney stones, bowel bleeding, and all the brain fog, adios. But these goitrogens, and then there are all these thiocyanates, the isothiocyanates, the glucosides, the glucosinolates, the thionamines, thiourea, and flavonoids. These words are complicated, right? But what if the plants are the poisons, and they're the predators, and you and I be the prey, right? Let's see. Good morning, Lisa Gall. I used to cook with aluminum foil and aluminum pans very often. How long does it take my body to get rid of the overnight? Overnight, Lisa J. Remember, once you eliminate the poisonous sources, it is fast. Okay. Listen, again, I believe it all happens so fast. It's like so amazing. But yeah, get rid of it. I pretty much just I have a stainless steel. I put it under the broiler. I black and blue it. I love the thicker Snake River Farms 3 inches personally. I think raw meat is better than cooked meat. Look at Pottinger's cats. You'll be like, this shit is amazing. Post-translational modification of proteins. Now, think about it. You got to make proteins so fast and glycosylation, but glucose is used for many, many other reasons other than energy. But glucose is not a direct energy production. It must be converted to fat. I'll bet you $1 billion on that one. Leon Gravasande, good morning to the tribe. Maureen Atsali, I have to go to the dentist today. Do you have thoughts about root canals? Listen, sometimes you got to get the work done, in my opinion. And I've had many of these treatments, although when I went carnivore 15 years ago, like I've had no problems with my teeth. It's been amazing. So it takes time, but sometimes those bugs are deep inside and they could try to take you down for sure. But, eat the meat, eat less frequently, and eat fatty meat. Lean meat is not good. If the job of insulin isn't to let glucose into the cell, why am I taking insulin to lower my blood sugar? You're not taking insulin to lower your blood sugar. You're taking insulin so you can make fat. It all obviously, as glucose goes in to the hepatic cells and makes fat, you lower your glucose levels. But you can't take too much insulin. Your body knows when food comes in and food goes, the amino acids and sugars go to the liver. It's saying, okay, insulin, but you don't have insulin. You got to take it. So again, when you give insulin and you make fat, you will actually lower your glucose levels. But the job is not to have a low glucose level because you can't go too low. So again, think of it differently, because if you take no insulin at all, you're going to get skinnier and skinnier and skinnier, because fat is the only fuel for the mitochondria. And I will bet $1 billion on this one. I know. Josephine C., howdy, beautiful people. Pula, good morning. Great day. Valerie, if you like Valerie Ann Smith, great, amazing journey. I had a great interview with Valerie Ann Smith. She is a rock star, suffered tremendous amount of psychological illnesses, anorexia, many systemic damage to her cells for years. I think it certainly was in the 30 years and over 40, finally went carnivore, bingo, everything gone, the drugs, the doctors, the diseases. And we're really excited to put that up out there for everyone to listen to. But you got to check her out, Valerie Ann Smith. She's on Instagram and X and all those things. Really rock star, teaching all of us. Good morning, Esther Boros. Doc, greetings from hot Budapest. It's hot in upstate New York. It is hot, my friends. It is a hot day. You are hot and amazing, but eat the raw meat. That's better for you. Look at Pottinger's cats. Great story. A great wave and shout out to all my brothers and sisters around the globe. Thanks for stopping in. An hour of power, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern time. But you can listen to and watch Carnivore Conversations. You can listen and watch these on reruns. I'll be in Scottsdale, Arizona, doing my jet training on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. I'll be back down to Sarasota, do some work there. I'll be at the Keto Symposium in Orlando on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, I think, are those dates. Let me see if I got it right. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I may be at the Bitcoin meetup. I've got some things that may have to change that, but I'm going to do my best to be there. I'll certainly be with Audra Coleman and team, I think September 21st, and Lisa Wiedemann's meetup on September 7th. Sign up, be there. Listen, all of us connecting together. We're brothers and sisters. We're all goddesses and gods of the universe. We're all learning from each other. This is like the most amazing thing I've ever learned in my life. How many people have had goiters? You know, anyone with a goiter, swollen thyroid gland? It could be normally functioning, but it's swollen. You're wondering, what the heck's going on? Or it could be hypo or hyper functional. And there turns out to be all these chemicals in these plants that are damaging our thyroid gland. So I wonder if the recommended diet by modern medicine and nutrition is actually causing every damage and disease in every cell of our body, but we're ignoring it, thinking that fruits, vegetables, seeds, and nuts are good and meat is bad. Well, that's what they've told us, haven't they? C. Sanchez, California, wishes everyone a good morning. It's 2:11 in California. We are like just a piece of paper away to signing our lease in Irvine on a lab, IVF lab, and also a monitoring center. We're working to get into California, but I'm working on Texas, Michigan, Minnesota, Kentucky, all those places in this world. Meet Julia. Good morning. I tried your butter and blue cheese sauce last night. Woo-hee, woo-ha. And hold on, my team. My brothers and sisters. Now, Kiltz has been working on books for a long time. And I got a really great, amazing team that helps me put all these together. One of my first was the Fertile Secret. And I took that as kind of like off of The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Remember, the secret is simple. We are the gods. Michaela Peterson is in Scottsdale. Oh, Amy, maybe I should check out Michaela. Again, she's a rock star. You're a rock star. We're all rock stars. The other Fertile Secret is, again, the mind is the master. But if you haven't checked out my book, Living Your Best Life, The Fertile Feast. Now, I allow for some plants in there, my friends, and then my Daily Intentions book, and don't forget there's the Kiltz's Keto is Carnivore book. We got more coming here. We got much more, and then we got the full-on Daily Intentions book, where we write a daily intention, inspiration, how to improve our lives. But if you look at the Babies for Babies book, this is the book that I believe we got a lot of good recipes in there, but ultimately. Young and old, once you're off the breast, you should eat the meat off the bone. And then our family building guide, which I think is real great, has some good information on immunology, nutrition, health and wellness, and also standard fertility treatments, which we all practice at CNY Fertility. But the most important thing, affordability, access, quality, and integration. And we're working to teach and train embryologists, nurses, nurse practitioners, gynecologists, and you how to conceive and deliver a baby on natural, Jonathan Fay. Let's see. I haven't seen Brother Ray's been taking it a little longer. Brother Ray will be here. Hopefully he'll be here today. It's California time, and he's been pushing it, but he's amazing. Laszlo is also. Hello to Laszlo and Esther Boros. Deuterium depletion. If you look at Laszlo, Dr. Laszlo Boros, you'll learn a lot about deuterium, heavy hydrogen, which is probably holding us down. And I'm on my stand-up desk. If you don't have a stand-up desk, you need to. I also have a rolling stool with no back on it where I occasionally will sit and roll around. I do my deep knee bends. I've done my 100 push-ups, and I've done my 10 pull-ups. I got my my light weights where I just simply carry them around and do this up and down and keep moving. The most important thing of life is keep moving. It's come by the booth in Orlando at Keto Summit. I'll got some Kiltz Cups, some Kiltz books, some t-shirts and hats, all giveaway and inspiring each and every one of us to be part of the tribe of life. Evolutionarily speaking, we probably got fat fast in the late summer, fall, in order to survive the winter for either hibernation, migration, nesting, all those things, right? And including gestation. Yes, yes, Amy. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, again, listen, I'm betting $1 billion on that insulin story, Amy. Glucose is for glycosylation. Look up post-translational protein modification. Without it, you die. And most diseases are likely secondary to damage. Now, I got here, it's one of my small Kiltz cups. Now, listen, if you guys love coffee, tea, I put my water, I got my salt. I do a lot of salt licking. We're going to do a 3-day fast the first Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of August. Fasting is lasting. I think it's one of the best things you could practice. It's called food freedom. Food freedom. That's it. Affordability, access, quality, and integration. That's what this is about. Unvaxxed carnivore, good morning to you. Children ought to eat dairy through adolescence. No, they don't need dairy. Eat fatty meat. Go from the breast milk to bone meat. Breast milk, bone meat, and raw is better. Raw meat, less cooked, black and blue. That's where I go for it because I think cooked meat. Don't forget. Let's see if you guys can see my healing humanity cap. I'm working with Terry Mann and Adam Lacey on healing humanity. We're all doing this together. The Kiltz, we're just all co-leaders. Baker, Barry, Bella, Chafee, and you co-leaders on this world of why carnivore kicks ass and everything. If you have a whiskey, wine, or beer from time to time, or cookie, cake, or ice cream or fry, don't lose your shirt over it. But again, you're strong. You're capable. Oh, thank you very much. I have a sip. That's it. I love my ice cream. Kiltz ice cream is rock solid. Dwayne McLuhan, good morning. Kelly D from Australia. PRP, therapy for uterine lining. I think intrauterine high volume PRP is really good. Kelly, we do it at CNY Fertilities. We nominally charge a few $100 for the intrauterine, and we charge I think about $1,600 for intraovarian. Esther Boros, skeletal muscle needs insulin for glucose uptake. I don't know, Esther. I still question that one because if you simply feed fatty meat and you have fat on your body and you don't eat, you're still moving your muscles. I bet insulin's primary job is to make fat in the liver, and the VLDL, IDL, HDL. LDL and HDL, all the transporters of the minerals, vitamins, amino acids, simple sugars, and fatty acids and cholesterol. But I wonder about it. I question, really? There are people, able to move without insulin. The problem is they keep eating plants and proteins, so they're building the levels of the glycation, and they're damaging. And so that's the real problem. My bet is it really is simple. Children, yes, should eat fatty meat, and I do not recommend milk products. Kiltz's ice cream from time to time, and butter. Butter makes everything better. Charlotte. Let's see, Charlotte Frog Mark. Is that it? Did I get you? I'm scrolling down on the Instagram to get a wave to all my peeps around the globe. Brothers and sisters all around the globe. You go to Amazon, Doug Lusa, or you go to drkiltz.com. Kiltz Health. We're really working to get it better and better for everybody. Molecular fertility or Kiltz Health all the way. Fasting is really, really great. I think we should all do a 5 to 7 day fast once or twice a year. Really helpful. Steve Seidner, veal. Again, fatty meat, fresh fatty meat. I think that's better for you. Islava, greetings from Poland. Sonia, my mom has an issue with her thyroid where it swells. Fatty meat, organ meats, and get rid of the plants. They're toxic. They're damaging your thyroid gland, every organ system of your body, including your muscles, your joints, your nerves. We are being killed by the way. All right, let's see. Erica Arntz. Good morning, Erica, my artist friend who paints wonderful. What's the website, Erica? We can find all your great paintings. Love, Erica. Thank you. Michael Keene. 11 months carnivore today. Thank you for all your help and inspiration. Listen, my name is Dr. Rob Kiltz. I'm a street kid from LA, kicked out of school in a gang, couldn't read, father in jail. Over the years, I've suffered, and I think Jesus on the cross has got a smirk and a smile. And he's kind of like a sparkling look at you guys. Stress, struggles, and being let's see, crucified is actually part of the training grounds of life that'll build you stronger and stronger and stronger. So if you can see the strength in the challenges, the hardships, and all those things, and go like, wow, this is the most amazing thing I've ever lived and learned in life, you will be stronger and stronger. My carnivore, Doko, awesome. Great to see everyone. Veal, again, fatty meat, organ meats, bone broth, bone marrow. Again, if you're like worried, like, oh, if I eat a French fry, I'll eat them all. Then don't touch them. Oh my God, I can never touch ice cream. Don't. Look at many people cannot tolerate milk products. Operation Baby Human. Hello, Dr. Kiltz from Pennsylvania, where I'm up with my beautiful 3-day-old miracle CNY baby. Thank you for believing in all of us women that were turned away from other clinics. I am fighting for nurse practitioners to be able to continue to provide fertility care, including embryo transfers and egg retrievals, all supervised but trained, because nurse practitioners are doing amazing things in America, many invasive things, and the American Society of Reproductive Medicine might be trying to prevent them from doing that in order to keep the number of fertility doctors very small so they can keep the price high. And we believe that you should have the right to get a practitioner that's well-trained, qualified as a PA, nurse practitioner, MD, DO, that is providing the care. So at CNY Fertility, we've been training NPs, PAs, MDs, DOs for years, and also training embryologists. We have a training program for embryologists. We are working to put that out there for everyone to make it more accessible and affordable. That's my mission in life. And let's simplify the story. Again, if you simply eat the fatty meat, fertility happens. And tell your husband or wife, your partner, how amazing they are. Feed them steak and eggs every day, and the raw or the better, and make love to them every day. That is the simple way. Should we all agree that who counts the votes is more important than who you vote for? You all count. Every human being counts in this universe because we're all being humans. We are the kings and queens. We are the goddesses and the gods. We are the creators of our own lives. It's as simple as that. Carnivore K, good morning from North Carolina. Went to hospital yesterday to get heart discomfort checked, blood pressure, EKG normal, 59 days in. I guess I need more vitamin P. Patience. Thank you for being a beacon of hope, Zinc. Zinc 316. That is it. A beacon of hope. I like that one. Zinc, ZINC 316. We are a beacon, all of us. But we've been lied to by the lions that want to keep it weak and meek. Now, I'm not blaming anyone out there. I'm taking full responsibility for everything that happens in my life, because I don't walk around like, oh, you did this to me and all these things, my parents, the Pope, the president, the priest, all those things. I take full-on responsibility because God is within me. And I know that God is guiding me through everything that ever happens. And we can make our lives better by simply going carnivore, having faith in God, and get moving in life. You got to lift the weights, the heavy weights. You think Jesus Christ got on that cross because it was easy? No. But he knew that hard was going to build a better life. And the symbol of the cross and crucifixion is showing you that you can do anything in life and survive and thrive. That's it. Leo, our ancestors' foods. How you doing, my brother? Let's see. Missy Alice Wong, hello to you. Let's see. Mike Carnivore. Eat fats is what helps you move your gut. This is why everyone eating butter, cooking in tallow, ghee, and lard, mostly butter. We don't need fiber. Plants, fruit, fiber, vegetables, seeds, and nuts are deadly for humanity. Does it make sense there's something called a good fat and a bad fat? Fat is from an animal. Oils are from plants. Plant oils are not good for you. Animal fats are great. So can you eat some plant oils from time to time and probably be okay? Sure you can. But what people don't know, so I got a list of all these chylomicrons. I don't know if you could see this picture, if it really shows very well. But basically, chylomicrons are formed in the gut, that it collects the fat, the cholesterol, some amino acids, some proteins, some sugars, and minerals and vitamins. It takes them into the lymphatics, circulates them all around the body, deposits them at the cellular level, the adipocytes, where they're stored for the famine. Now, if you can't eat like people are like, oh, I'm hangry. They're like, oh, I'm starving. I haven't eaten since the morning and it's now noon. My friends, you are a drug addict. And the drug is a plant or protein. But these are the building blocks of your body. VLDL, LDL, IDL, and LDL are all made, and they call them bad, right? They call them bad cholesterol. I mean, does it make any sense? It just makes no sense to me, all these concepts and ideas that there's bad cholesterol and good cholesterol. It's cholesterol. Your body makes cholesterol in order to be the building blocks of your hormones, your vitamin D, and your cell structures are critical to have these things. So this idea that HDL, LDL, ILDL, VLDL, and chylomicrons are causing disease, BS. Lindsay Pryor, good morning to you, Lindsay. Ribeye Suze, good morning to you from North Carolina. Teresa Green, what about worms and raw meat? My friends, they're in apples and they're in the plants. There are not worms and raw meat that you get fresh from your butcher, your rancher, or you go down there and you pick out the beast. You have them take it down and prep it for you, or you prep it yourself. Again, if you're going out there, like how many of you have found worms just all through the muscles when you kill your deer? They might be in the belly, but they're not in the muscle meat, my friends. And you want to eat the organ meats and the muscle, and you want to eat the fat. That's so critical and important. Lies, damn lies, and doctors. Dr. Kiltz, no, I'm only telling you from my own experience. I'm 68 years young. I went carnivore at 55. I've never felt better in my life. Arthritis, psoriasis, kidney stones, migraines, depression, anxiety, suicidality, criminality, fear, and worry. I lived those things for so long until I went carnivore. All gone. The hemorrhoids gone. The bladder bleeding gone. Kidney stones gone. Weakness gone. Worry gone. Fear gone. I've never, ever, ever felt better in my life. And you deserve the very best also. You're thinking, wait a minute, Dr. Kiltz, we need our fruits and vegetables. What about the worms? Like if you look carefully about the plants, they're everywhere. And you've been lied to keep you weak and meek, civilized. If you haven't seen Apocalypto, watch Apocalypto. It is a great movie. But what it's showing is the civilized world wants to make you a slave, soldier, peasant, and prisoner. But you need to be the warrior. Love the Apocalypto. That was the warrior. And it is within each and every one of us. And we are going to die. Never be afraid to die. Death will be upon us. But you might as well die today to live for tomorrow. That's what Jesus Christ was teaching us. He was teaching us, you are the goddess and the gods. Strength is within. Rockland antibodies and assays. I study this stuff all the time because I question the science that even us keto carnivores are sharing. Ketosis doesn't mean you go from burning sugar to burning fat. You only burn fat as energy. Just if you're a type 1 diabetic and you're overweight and you stop taking insulin and stop eating, guess what? You'll get skinny and you might actually feel healthier because insulin's job is to make fat in the liver. Look up hepatogenous diabetes. Maybe as our liver function drops, sugar levels rise. So do amino acids, which cause they cause an encephalopathy, right? Hepatic encephalopathy, because your urea goes up, your amino acids go up, your sugars go up, but insulin goes up too if you're still making it, but it can't do its job because the liver is damaged. Insulin resistance is simply liver damage. Glycation. That's all it is. Thank you so much for commenting, subscribing, liking, and sharing. I'm throwing some opposite ideas here, by the way. Some of the, again, I'm okay with opposite. I listen and learn and I read and I question everything. My good friend Georgia Eade, she's a rock star. Change your diet, change your mind. And Valerie Ann Smith is a rock star, severe anorexia, severe psychiatric disorders. Remember, plants will damage every cell of your body, every organ system of your body, and you will be then diagnosed with a disease, which will give us a CPT code to determine what diagnosis and drug. And it's a lifelong disease. You can never get rid of it because it's caused by your DNA. It's caused by your dumb DNA that tells you you're an herbivore, but you're actually an omnivore, meaning that you can eat either one, but which is the one that probably makes you the healthiest you can ever be? I know you guys waiting for the drum roll, right? Eat the meat, be the master. Eat the mush, be weak and meek. But you're saying, well, what about vitamin C and scurvy? Fresh meat is where it's at. If you look at Fat of the Land by Stephenson, Vilhelmir Stephenson, amazing book. And it's kind of weird the way this one's printed because there's like no paragraphs. There's no breaks in a page. It's straight. And but as I read this and read this and read this, it's like, listen, you guys, we evolved as hunters and migrators. We followed the herds. We followed the change in the climates. We didn't stick in the tundra all the time. And we likely ate the fatty meat because when you eat the fatty meat, it contains all the minerals and vitamins. If you eat lean meat because you think you want to be skinny, damaging and deadly. Look up protein poisoning. And that was one of the points of Stephenson's book, that lean meat is part of the problem. You must eat fatty meat. I use butter, but I eat raw butter, steak and toxic reductions. Absolutely. Fatty meat, salt water, one meal a day, and get moving in life and publish your stuff. Put it out there, podcast and publish, put it out there. This is what I've learned is one of the most amazing things I've ever done in life. Carnivore kicks ass on every single other diet, but carnivore is a fatty meat diet, not a lean meat diet. The problem is you go buy meat. Nowadays, they're showing you how to prep it. They're always cutting all the fat off. You do not want to do that. You want to eat the fat, prioritize fat. We prioritized fat for thousands, if not millions of years, because if you were not fat when it was time for wintertime, you became the meat. It's as simple as that. That's all it is. Rock on. Again, thank you for stopping in, sharing kindness, love, respect for all of us. Right on. Let's see. Nama Newman. Hi from England. Recommend any fertility clinics, Dr. UK, with similar approach to yours. We're both carnivores and find the system here somewhat challenging. Be glad to do a consultation for everyone around the globe, help you, give us some guidance, and then you tell the clinics what you want to do. That's what this is about. So I believe that this is an amazing concept and idea. We can all do this better and better and better. Fat plus meat is a balanced human diet, fatty meat. And again, if you're skinny in a famine, you're fertilizer fast. Now, if you could keep moving, if you look at wolves and bears, polar bears especially, they better get fat in order to survive the summertime when there's no ice, so they can't go out there and find the ring seals on the ice. So now basically what's happened is, because there are many dump sites in the polar bear environment, they're going right to the dump site and eating what's there. So the change in the environment, they're opportunistic too. They're not dumb. They're going to do everything they can to find food, and they might be even eating some humans in this. And then we think they've gone crazy. They're carnivores, my friends. Like, we're in their environment, and they're thinking, "What are you doing?" Bacon is great to eat. Let's see. Send me a PM so we can chat about things. And again, the beautiful thing about all of us together, we are brothers and sisters. This is a tribe. We're working together. The more we work together on this, the more we come together, the more beauty happens in life. That's all it is, right? And again, it's CNY Fertility. We're here to help you. Brandis, our nurse practitioner in Colorado, is amazing, well trained by reproductive endocrinologist, fertility specialist. She's been observed doing many these tasks. She's done many invasive things in her previous orthopedic world. I know that nurse practitioners are quite capable. Now, whether or not the American Society of Reproductive Medicine likes it or not, that's it. They're trying to limit the number of people to do fertility care to keep the price high. This is wrong. We need to make it more accessible and affordable for more people. That's what we're here to do. And look up, and again, I'll put my number here for my Mighty Tribe members. You're welcome to text Kiltz 315-416-9872 for sure. And Dr. Fink and Brandis have done an amazing job in Colorado. We're pushing the envelope, training gynecologists and practitioners, and trained, observed, and qualified. They're doing nurse practitioners and PAs in America are doing anesthesia. They're doing many invasive things, and fertility transfers and retrievals are not. They're minimally invasive, and I think in order we need more practitioners, more gynecologists. Kind Body is training gynecologists and nurse practitioners, which I think is amazing. Thumbs up. And my good friend Dr. Arredondo in Texas doing the same thing. CNY Fertility has been leading the way for over 20 years, and we're grateful to you. But one of the things I know is that you've got to do the work to dig deep and to figure out what's wrong with you and why you're sick. And I know you might say, well, wait a minute, I'm not eating meat. Listen, ketovore works. Fatty meat is so important. My email address, rkiltz at cnyfertility.com. This is the best one. Fertility. I think I got it there for you. And again, text me is the very best thing in the world. And again, we're kicking ass. I learned to fly airplanes at 55, jets at 62. I'm going to jet training. I always bring a co-pilot now because I own and run a very large company, CNY Fertility, Kiltz Health, and we're working to make it more accessible and affordable. My interest in Kiltz Health is to give you the tools that you can heal yourself. Valerie Ann Smith is a superstar, and Kelly Hogan, Lisa Wiedemann, Anthony Chafee, Bella Ma, Ken Berry, Sean Baker. So is Carnivore K, Susie Underwood, Michael Keene, Erica Arntz, Ruth Ann Lewis. We are all doing this together. I can't do this alone. We are all, listen, this is the Republic of Freedom. Let freedom reign, right on. And we will fight in order to continue. But we're going to do it the Jesus Christ way. Love, patience, kindness, gratitude, concepts and ideas that are radically different. That's what I'm here to do. I'm working on my new book right now. It's coming out in probably the first quarter of 25, Christ Carnivore, The Lion's Way. And look in the mirror, as my good friend Ben Wu likes to teach me. God is in the mirror all day long. What do you know about post-translational modification of proteins? How is it we've labeled HDL, LDL, VLDL, good and bad cholesterol? Does that make any sense? What if insulin's job was to make fat in the liver and that was its primary job? Nothing else. You see, we got all these complicated stories. Whiskey, wine, or beer are bad for us, my friends. And I'm sorry that the American College of OBGYN recommends a plant-based, wine-based diet. Does that make any sense for your child? Would you put them and make them all vegans as an infant? We know that a vegan diet is not a complete human diet. My bet is we hunted and ate the meat, and then from time to time we ate the fresh, the ripe fruits. We did not eat unripe fruits. And I'm sorry, you had to grind up. So even the ancients, they collected the seeds, they ground them up to make them less toxic. They soaked them. By soaking them, you'll make them more accessible, because listen, you and I want to thrive and survive, but if you can't find the meat, you better eat something. What'd you eat? Grass and grains, but they fry our brains, and they're bad for you forever after. A bit wrecked. Carnivore is going to make me change my name. Listen, we are masters of the universe. We are capable of what? Everything and anything. And when you learn that, you are the goddess and the gods. Read the 3 Magic Words by U.S. Anderson. When you read that book, you go like, shit. What do you mean I'm God? No. God's out there. God's over there. You got to go to church to find God. You got to talk to the right person that has a connection, and you don't. Does that make any sense? Does it make sense that some human beings wrote about God and knew God and you don't? Zero. You are the manifester of everything in your life. Good day, bad day, right day, wrong day, easy day, hard day. You are absolutely the master of the universe. I know. Kiltz, you don't know what you're talking about. I know. Ribeye Susie, I do miss having a glass of dry red wine occasionally. Listen, you have a sip of red wine from time to time, but it becomes one of those things twice a year, and then eventually it's like, I don't need that shit. That's it. I infrequently have an extra filthy, dirty blue cheese stuffed olive Tito's martini. It's got more olive juice than anything else. Now, do I have it frequently? No. Do I have much? No. The sip of wine, not to guzzle it down. Remember, even those ripe fruits had a little bit of alcohol because those microbes were fermenting them. And then you're fermenting in your gut. The compost heap is fermenting in your colon, in your intestines, in your stomach, in your esophagus, even in your gums and teeth, thyroid glands, your tonsils, your adenoids. You're basically been lied to by the lions that want to keep you in the weak and meek side. Peasants, prisoners, forever and ever and ever. But you can break free by finding Jesus Christ, the master words. Again, a philosopher. Don't get caught up in like, wait a minute, I don't believe in him. Listen, he's a dude that wrote about philosophy. Okay, who wrote it? I don't know. Does it matter? No. The word is the way. That's what I say. Carnivore K, how you doing, my friend? Master simply. Remember, crucifixion is a parable that you can feel like you're dying. You see that cross when you go to that place, and he's got a smirk. You can't see it, but it's there, and he's got a sparkle in his eye going like, hey, guess what? This is the training grounds of the universe to make you the very best ever in the universe. And when you go carnivore, you're like, whoa, what a massive, amazing thing. Do you need fruits and vegetables, seeds and nuts? No. The adipose tissue you carry and you eat raw contains every mineral, vitamin, and visceral fat and subcutaneous fat is not the cause of any disease. Zero. Nada. Yes. Ashran, who had half a glass of wine after 2 years. Next day it was brain fog, zombie. Me too, by the way. Peasants and prisoners. We are slaves, soldiers, peasants, and prisoners, but you are truly the God when you recognize that you are free to think whatever you want about anything. That is the choice you have, the thought. Change the thoughts, change all things. Oh my good. Wayne Dyer. All right, we got to get a little quotes in here. I've done nothing but just talk and talk and talk. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate your words, your comments, your concerns, your thoughts. If power isn't coming through you, find the block, remove it. That's why I take naps, and I meditate and I pray, and I listen to people like Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle, Deepak Chopra, and also my good friend Michael Keane, Rockstar Keane. And I get into the pottery studio and I make cups. I make little teeny tiny cups. I got a box of cups I'm bringing with me to give away at Keto Summit Orlando. So you got to come by the booth. And listen, you are the most amazing human being ever created. But I love salt licking. I'm a salt licker. If you're going on a fast, salt licking is the most amazing thing. My friend Raymond Nison and Emily Harvo from SBG taught me The secret of a fast. I just finished a 5-day fast. It was so easy. Nothing but Gerolsteiner. That was it, and some salt. We're going to do a 3-day fast, 5th, 6th, and 7th of August. You can do it. I did my walking weights, my surgeries. I did everything normal. Just because you're not eating doesn't mean you can't do all your things. Absolutely. Heidi Moberg, how you doing? Wise words, Ribeye Susie. Heidi Moberg, what suggestion do you have to improve egg quality? Kiltz is keto, which is carnivore, faith and fasting, slow it down, cool it down, cold water, red light therapy, and ovarian bloom, and Kiltz Health or molecular fertility brand. Those are things that I think you can try. Our inositol, our male and female supplements, but eat the meat, eat the organ meats, healthy, 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 healthy. It's I don't know exactly where it is, Jonathan, but text me. You come on by. We're gonna work to do a meetup. There's some dinners or something. Maybe we'll do something on Sunday, an afternoon meetup on Sunday. I'm gonna try to get Jake to help me set that up. We do an afternoon on Sunday break. Come together, share the stories. Listen, I've learned by watching people like Tony Robbins, Eckhart Tolle, you. Let's see. We're all learning together. We're on the journey, the yearning to learning journey. That's it. Remember, the Bibles of the world are biblical, and read them, the spiritual powers. If God be for us, who can be against us, Romans? Imagine yourself as actually looking at all your difficulties like an armed army lined up against you. Realize you have a backing that can overcome them all. As you face the enemies of yours, discouragement, frustration, disappointment, hostility, weakness, ask yourself, what shall I say to these things? And the answer is, if God be for us, who can be against us? Remember, hardship builds a strong ship. You're built for that. Now, spend a minute realizing that God is for you and say this affirmation: God is with me. God is for me. God is greater than all things. Then visualize these enemies of your peace and happiness as retreating, giving way before God's power. Personalize the text by saying, if God be for me, who can be against me? The repetitive use of this text will give you an enormous sense of God's presence and powerful feeling of victory. Remember, we are here as lionesses and lions. We do not back down. We stay in the battle of life, which is love, kindness, generosity, all those things. Rock on. Spot on, Doc. Life is learning experience. No one is an expert on life. We are all here learning to live, learning to create, all of us together. I judge with love of everything, and I go, yeah, that could be. My good friend, I got to get this for you guys. This is good. I met Jim Slotnick at Los Angeles Free Clinic back in 1980 before medical school. He just got into medical school. He wrote a book called A Short Life. It's a great book. You got to get it on Amazon. It's from, let's see, who wrote this is Elm Drive Press, Los Angeles. Jim died of cancer at about age 25. He taught me much in my life. I'm always thinking about him. I've got pictures of other people that have passed in my life. My job is to learn and figure out, why are we all getting sick? And what I believe now is we're eating a plant-based, low animal fat diet, and we've been listening to the incorrect information. Remember, I'm not here to chastise anyone for sharing the stories, but this is a game changer. When you go carnivore, the diseases just go away. Now, this doesn't mean you're never going to die, my friends. We are going to die. We're going to become the most amazing fertilizer for those plants out there, right? They're going, hey, let's fatten them up just a little bit more. Let's get them going, right? We are the fat of the land of life. But yeah, and it inspires me. Joseph Murphy, another fantastic dude. I've got that was Norman Vincent Peale and D.C. Moore, the books, and I'm always reading, and question Kiltz all the time. I question everything. I don't accept anything at face value. I step back and go, I wonder if that's true. Ask the question. We've got our scientists that have given us what they call science, but is science theoretical? You better believe it is. Is it maybe mostly wrong? Maybe. Now, I love it. I love math. I'm a scientist. I couldn't read, kicked out of school in a gang. What I learned over time is you contain everything you need in the universe. You are the goddess and the gods. The DNA is built in you that you could do anything and everything. And how do you do it? You believe in it. See, I think the words of Jesus Christ in the New Testament are the best ever. The guy didn't carry a sword. He didn't say you can go and you can't go. He didn't say, give me your money and then I'll let you in. He said, ooh la la. You are the goddess and the gods, just like me. Love Joseph Murphy. Absolutely. Sherry finished 3-day fasting and felt amazing. How often do you do? I do a 3-day fast once a month, a 5 to 7 day fast twice a year, January, July. The first Monday, Tuesday, and or Wednesday. So a 2 to 3 day fast once a month, a 5 to 7 day fast twice a year, January, July. Join us on the Kiltz Mighty Tribe. I'm doing the Lion's Diet right now, or the Lion's Way, where it's meat, fatty meat, salt and water. But oh my God, how long I do it? I don't know. I don't lose sleep over it. I'm going to Jet Camp coming up this next week in Scottsdale, Arizona. They're going to be putting me in a simulator and try to kill Kiltzy. No, what they're doing is training me so then while I'm flying my jet or my airplane, I'm capable of saving the day because all of our planes are actually gliders. Gliders. Carnivore K, how you doing? Let's see. On my way to 90 days of carnivore. Has changed my life. Fibromyalgia, IBS, chronic fatigue, anxiety, depression, gone. Carnivore K, let's do an interview together. Love that. Let's see. Down 27 pounds on the fence about carnivore. Do it. Carnivore K says, are you on the fence? Do it. Razor's edge. This is a razor's edge life. Have faith in God. Look in the mirror. Whether you're Muslim, Jewish, Christian, Buddhist, atheist, agnostic, have faith in God. And whatever books you're reading, Carnivore King is you and I. The lioness and the lion is the way. You want to be a sheep, pig, cow, and sheep, go at it. But again, we evolved as ancient hunters, and then we become civilized and culturized and basically collected as slave soldiers, peasants, and prisoners in large cities. Agrarian. And what they feed us, grass and grains to fry our brains. Lee, good morning. God bless everyone. Mark Sapien, when you travel, how do you maintain your diet? I do the same thing, but Mark, there's always a steak somewhere or I don't eat. And do I ever eat a French fry? Minimize to maximize. I love my fries with sour cream, the grease from the steak right back on it, and butter. And I love it the raw as can be. And if they overcook it, I send it back. I tell them it's black and blue or it goes back to you. And it's a butter on it, but no plant oil, seed oils. I don't lose my shirt over that one. But again, these ideas are radical. Oh, we have our Daily Stoic, and then we have Marcus Aurelius. Oh, we're getting down there. 5:53 in the morning. Great day in paradise. I'm traveling tonight. We'll see at 5 a.m. I'll be in Scottsdale Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm going to work to do my 5 a.m. lives in Scottsdale. I don't know, is that 2 hours or 3 hour difference? Whatever it is, Kiltz is there. But I've got to be ripe and ready for my maybe I'll do it 5 a.m. Scottsdale time. I got to be ripe and ready for my jet training. All right. Each the master of their own domain. Marcus Aurelius. My reasoned choice is as indifferent to the reasoned choice of my neighbor as to his breath and body. However much we've been made for cooperation, the ruling reason in each of us is master of its own affairs. If this weren't the case, the evil in someone else could become my harm, and God didn't mean for someone else to control my misfortune. Basically, Marcus is saying, you create the story of whatever it is, and I believe it's always good, great, and kind. Mark Sapien, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Ribeye Sue, congrats. Carnivore K, all of us are doing this together. The cause of disease ill thinking, number one, and your ill eating, number two, and ill experiences in life. But remember, all the thrills and ills are part of the journey to make you stronger, better. And so if you fail or fall, you dust yourself off and you thank God for the experience and you move forward. That is the most important thing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me see what we got here. We got our waves and shout outs. Let's see. What do we got? Scott Fold, awesome. Mike Bagizel, Bahan, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Jonah Toet. Awesome. Love you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Wave. Brother Ray, he's out there. Les Birds, how you doing? Love you, my friend. Let's see. Jen Simmons, love you, my friend. Champagne Wallace, thank you for being here. Carnivore diet, reduce high blood pressure. Absolutely. Think of all diseases that a doctor will diagnose you with as inflammation. Inflammation is caused by plant-based diet with sugars, antigens, chemicals, fermentation, and then excessive exercise. Get moving. We're not supposed to be on a bike all day long or running all day. Slow it down, cool it down. Pottery, painting, poetry, music. Make some paintings, draw some pictures, read a book, but then write a book. You're learning, you're yearning to learning, and that's what this journey is all about. Joseph Murphy is great affirmations. I love Joseph Murphy. Joseph Murphy and James Allen have the Bibles that I love to read every day. This is the universe. Right on. Let's see what we got here. Quick one. All ways are waiting for my feet to tread. The light and dark, the living and the dead. The broad and narrow way, the high and low, the good and bad, and with quick steps or slow. I now may enter any way I will, and find by walking which is good, which is ill. And all good things my wandering feet await, if I but come with vow involate. Unto the narrow, high, and holy way of heart-born purity, and therein stay, walking secure from him who taunts and scorns, to flowery meads across the paths of thorns. And I may stand where health, success, and power await my coming, if each fleeting hour I cling to love and patience and abide with the stainlessness and never step aside. From high integrity, so shall I see and last the land of immortality. And I may seek and find, I may achieve, I may not claim, but losing my retrieve. The law bends not for me, but I must bead unto the law, if I would reach the end of my afflictions, if I would restore my soul to light and life and weep no more. Not mine and arrogant and selfish claim, to all good things be mine the lowly aim, to seek and find, to know and comprehend, and wisdom ward all holy footsteps wend. Nothing is mine to claim or to command, but all is mine to know and understand. That's probably the best of the readings. This is James Allen, The Mind is the Master. Nothing is mine to claim or to command, but all is mine to know and understand. Good morning, the Misson. How are you doing, my friend? God bless you. Great day in paradise. Kiltz in Syracuse doing some surgery, some calls. I'm going to go down and visit my daughter. I'm going to Sarasota tonight. I'm learning, creating. I'm learning, working to understand. Congrats. Ribeye, have a wonderful day, Kiltz and everybody. Thanks for being here. Jody Mazik, hello from Germany. Thanks for all you do. Getting hot here. May have to make my first Kiltz ice cream. Listen, I am not telling you can't have cookie, cake, or ice cream ever. Minimize to maximize. And if you're one of those things that says, well, I'm an addict, I could never have it, don't. But my friends, heroin, cocaine, marijuana, nicotine are deadly. Go carnivore. I've seen so many moms and dads just become that, right? So that suddenly you went from just a relationship to parents by going carnivore. And I know it seems crazy. The doctors are got it wrong. No disrespect to the doctors. They're amazing. They're great. No disrespect to the nutrition companies and all the food companies, but it's up to you to learn to understand, why am I so sick? Why am I so weak? Why am I infertile? It's because you're eating the wrong diet for a human being. We're ancient hunters. That's it. The Missin, Claire, Jody, Ribeye Sue. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Good day, my friends. Avita say, I say, a good day. Love you, my friends. I'll see you later. Kiltz in the morning. Check me out and share your thoughts, ideas. But listen, the only way to know is you have to get up and go do the walk of life. Michael Prugler, rock on. Love you. Thank you for stopping in, and I appreciate